This video is on the features of living organisms. Organisms' features can be used to place them into appropriate kingdoms. There are 5 main kingdoms which include animals, plants, fungi, prokaryotes, and protoctists, also known as protists. The main features used to place animals and plants into the appropriate kingdoms are features like whether they are multicellular or unicellular, whether they produce their own food via photosynthesis, or whether they contain a nucleus in their cells. It is a good idea to ensure you know a few different examples of features for each kingdom. Extended students, you also need to be able to name the main features used to place all organisms into each of the 5 kingdoms. Within the animal kingdom, there are many groups, but you need to know specifically about the main groups of vertebrates, such as reptiles, fish, amphibians, birds, and mammals, as well as the main groups of arthropods, which are a type of invertebrate. So we have arachnids, crustaceans, insects, and myriapods. Spend some time ensuring you know the features of each of these different groups and how to classify them. We will look at some worked examples now. Here we can see an image of a frog and their eggs. You are told that frogs are vertebrates. Using evidence from the question, you must classify the frogs into the correct group of vertebrates to which they belong, and then you need to describe the evidence that led you to this group. Make sure you use all the information provided, both from the text and the image. So you may already know the answer to the first part of this question by your general knowledge, but if not, you can use the information provided. You can see that the frog is in water and surrounded by eggs, which are helpfully labelled. So we can therefore suggest that the group is amphibians, as these animals lay their eggs in water. Fish also lay their eggs in water, but we cannot see any gills or scales on the frog, so we can assume this is an amphibian. Amphibians are often confused with reptiles, but these live on land and have dry, scaly skin. So we have also discussed the evidence that forms the second part of this question: eggs laid in water and smooth skin. Note that you could also receive a mark for mentioning that they don't have gills, scales, feathers, or fur. In summary, the features that living organisms have can help us classify them into one of the 5 kingdoms. You need to know the features that help us classify organisms within the different vertebrate groups, and also the invertebrate group of arthropods. Extended students, you also need to know the main features for all the 5 kingdoms.